Hey guys, so I just thought I'd do a remake of my last video about how to curl your hair overnight just by using a headband. I just thought it would be much nicer and clearer for everyone to watch me actually do this on camera instead of watching a slideshow. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So all you're going to need is a headband. It doesn't really matter what size it is, as long as it's not too tight on your head, just because you're going to be wearing it overnight and you don't want to wake up with a massive headband print on your forehead. So headband. You need some hairspray just for when you take out your hair in the morning to make sure it holds for the day. Just take the headband and place it over your head like so. Just make sure it's in a nice comfortable position on your hair. So yeah, and then what you do is bring your hair forward. Just divide it into two sections. So just by bringing the two parts of your hair in front of your shoulder. Once you've got your headband on your head, you can go ahead and take a strand of hair from the front. I just thought I'd give you a closer look of this just to make it easier for you to see everything. And what you do is you just take the strand of hair and wrap it around the headband like this. Just make sure everything is nice and neat. And then go ahead and grab another strand of hair, add it to the one already in your hand, and wrap it around the headband. You can sort of comb your hair a little bit with your fingers just as you go through. It doesn't really matter if your headband twists a little bit, as long as your hair is wrapped around it. It will keep your curls are nice and tight around them. It should be fine. So just keep adding the hair and wrapping it around like this. I mean, it doesn't really matter how big the strand is or how small it is. I mean, the smaller the strand, the tighter the curl. So if you want tight curls, have smaller strands. If you want looser curls, have bigger strands. I prefer sort of to stay like in the middle. With this last strand of hair, what you're going to do is you're going to take it and wrap it all the way around the headband until you basically have no strand left. So you're just going to do exactly the same on this side of the head. I'm going to take the strand and wrap it around the headband like this, and just keep going until you get to the back of the head as you did on the other side. My curls are now nice and snug around my headband, and I'm just going to keep this in until I go to bed and take them out in the morning. I'm so excited to take my hair out today. I can't wait to have really nice curls for the day. Hopefully it's, you know, not going to be like a big fat mess, but we'll give it a go. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and start unwrapping this side of my head, and I'm just going to be really patient with it. As you know, I've moved around in the night and it's probably gotten a little bit tangled at the back, so I'm just going to do this nice and slowly. Looking quite nice. Apart from this tangled bit right here. And there we are, that's our first side. With some really beautiful curls in there. Let's go ahead and start with the other side now. And I'm just going to go ahead and take the headband off now. Got some really lovely curls in here. I'm just going to comb through with my fingers. Just make sure you're not using a hairbrush because it tends to make the hair quite frizzy. So I'm just going to finish off with some hairspray, just to keep the hold for the day so the curls won't become loose. So just a quick tip before I go, obviously because you're going to be sleeping with your hair in a headband, and if you're moving around in your bed, things can get a bit loose and tangled and stuff. So you might want to pop a few bobby pins in your hair when you're going to bed. Sometimes I do that if some of the strands are a bit loose. But otherwise, it's just such a nice technique to do. You get really nice curls at the end of it. It's so easy to do. I mean, you're not going to get damaged hair by the end of it. I mean, it might not look as perfect as you do it with tongs, but I mean, so much less effort, still beautiful curls. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you're back for my next one, which is going to be how to do 3 easy but beautiful festival hairstyles, and that will be out next week. See you then.